Imagine your loved one coming out of surgery and expecting attentive care, only to be left alone without food, water, or even basic answers from the hospital staff. Jailyn Lopez tells a disturbing story of how her family was repeatedly ignored and even hung up on by Southern California Hospital at Culver City. The nurse claims she was checking on her grandfather, but the reality? Hours of neglect and one family's desperate attempt to advocate for him. How could this happen in a place meant for healing? Watch on as we uncover the shocking details of this experience.
We had the worst experience ever. My grandfather had surgery early in the morning. After the procedure, my dad got a call saying that my grandfather's knee surgery went well and that he needed to stay the night to recover. The person also said he'd call back with more details, like the room number. Hours went by, and my dad never got a call back, so he called my grandfather to check up on him. My grandfather told us that since he arrived at the hospital at 8 a.m., he hadn't been given anything to eat or drink. For the past hour, my dad tried calling but kept getting hung up on, worried sick about my grandfather. No nurse or doctor would answer, even though my grandfather was pressing the call button and asking for help. After about an hour and a half, a nurse finally came in. She claimed she'd been feeding him regularly, which was obviously not true. My grandfather was on the phone with us the whole time, and nobody there spoke Spanish or called a nurse who did. The nurse, Cassie, ended up hanging up on my dad, denying everything he said. We only found out my grandfather's room number because a cleaning staff member, who happened to speak Spanish, read it to us and helped us out. The nurse's extension was 3965, and the room was 526, yet nobody was even checking on my grandfather's floor. Before my dad gave up, he finally reached a guy named Martin, who was the most helpful person we spoke to. Martin assured us that my grandfather would get some food. I'm just a kid, but I witnessed everything that happened. This hospital should not be trusted with your loved ones.
Unfortunately, experiences like this remind us how crucial it is to stand up and advocate for our loved ones in healthcare settings. But it shouldn't have to be this way. Hospitals are meant to care, not cause more distress. We can bring awareness to these issues and push for better patient care standards. Have you, or someone you know, been through something similar? Please share your story in the comments below. By supporting the channel, you're helping us reach more people and shed light on the real challenges patients face. Let's stay informed, let's stay united, and let's demand better.